when you know that you're the answer, then your conversation changes.
It does.
See, the language of Jesus is you. Some people speak Spanish, some people speak English, some people speak Italian, some people speak different language, Portuguese, whatever. The language Jesus speaks is you. That language goes across all languages that we have on this earth. And that's why the search is important, because if you don't realize that he's talking to you, then you will miss the whole conversation. You think he's talking about the book, and it's not about the book, bro. You think he's talking about the path, and it's not about the path, bro. It's you. You think he's talking about the whatever, and it's not about any of that. It's you the whole time. Welcome to the Redin30 podcast, where we talk about Jesus, truth, and us, all using red words.
Using red words. Black.
Yeah, well, welcome, y'all. Welcome to the Red30 podcast, Redin30, where we talk about Jesus, truth, and you, all using the red words. Sponsored by Redin30.com. Follow us on Instagram at Redin30, Twitter at Redin30, Facebook at Redin30. Call us. We put the phone number on the screen and all that good stuff. So we are here. I'm going to do better this time because I didn't do it well last time. So the intros. So I am DM. This is the lovely Nakia. Give it up. Pastor J. Give it up. And is that rain? Oh, I thought it was rain. And the homie Swag. It's Darius, right? But
Swag
is what we call him. And so we're here. Episode
Darius?
8.
Yeah, I think 8 because the last one don't count.
8. Yeah, the last one was really like episode, right? So like this is 8 man. Yeah, 8.
Like what's 8?
Was like what's the meaning of the word 8?
Last week.
Oh, that was the one we did
early this week.
Yeah, that's the one we did live on that app.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, we using that?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
So this is officially.
I mean, we probably use some pieces of it, but
yeah, we probably use some pieces of it.
Yeah, we'll pick and choose. But it's episode 8. We're here, and hold on, don't fall.
You good, bro?
Yeah, I'm straight now. I think. All right, so we good. What's up, y'all? Y'all all right? Y'all good?
Good.
Yeah.
Having a good time. Y'all feel good? You good, Swag?
Feeling good. Living better.
Yeah, bro. Hey, we got a text. So shout out to let me see. Shout out to, if it'll come up. Shout out to, is it Roderick?
Roger?
Yeah, Roderick texted us and he said he been on the podcast. He been watching since the end of first season, of season 1. He said he been watching ever since. He's catching up on the rest of them. He said he loved the podcast. So
hi, what's up, Roderick? Thank you for listening.
Yeah, shout out to Taisha. She texted us. You know what I'm saying? And so,
have you got any questions on text?
What up? A couple, but they really were just kind of saying how much they liked it. And what was the dream mentioned in episode 6? Oh yeah, that was an off the air dream. I'll probably text it on it. Somebody asked that. I'll text it on. I'll text you on the app so you can see it. Yeah.
I'm loving it, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's cool, bro. It's communication and everything, but I think it's cool. I think you know what I'm saying? I like the process of all this. That's your thing, huh?
Bro, this mug slaps so hard,
time.
man.
Hey,
this is a whole
I gotta let y'all hear the song.
Oh right, yeah, you did the song on it.
Yeah,
we have to hear the song.
I'm gonna play it after. I promise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it after.
Okay.
Shout out to Jam wrote that mug. And
okay.
Yeah, so we
Jam.
The low key smile.
We gonna hear this.
I ain't gonna give y'all too much on that one, but you know, I killed it a little bit.
I did my thing.
That's cool. I'm meek and lowly.
Hey, can this be the meek and lowly side? I'm meek and lowly.
So yeah, but yeah, just these conversations are great. Over the past couple of weeks since we got on that app, you know what I'm saying, it's been showing me how conversations go. I really can see how people really think and how much they don't think.
Not true.
And how much people see and how much they don't see right in front of their eyes.
Yeah.
But there's a reason for that. I think there's a reason for that. I think there's some things called, you ever heard somebody say something is hidden in plain sight? You know what I'm saying? It's like right there. Like sometimes the easiest way to hide something is in plain sight.
Yep.
Because you're conditioned for things to be out of sight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's difficult to come across.
Yeah. So we've been conditioned since younger to be problem solvers. You know, as soon as we started learning mathematics, they said you got to solve these problems. You got 20 problems. Like, think about the psyche of that.
Especially men, too.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, we always trying to solve something.
Always trying to solve something, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we are expected to solve them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, It's just one of them things. But then we younger. Now they send you home with you got 20 math problems. Tonight. You know what I'm saying? How many problems gonna be on it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that your mind is conditioned.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem like a big deal. What I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's slight,
but it's slight, but it's real. Like you got so many problems to solve. Mm-hmm. None of them are really problems,
right?
Because they're not problems in life. It's not
that makes it complex.
It's not like you don't get this right. You know, you might not have nothing to eat tonight. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. It's just the idea of having problems. That's you got no problems. 99 problems.
But
I ain't gonna finish that.
No, Montreal, you have 99 opportunities.
Ooh,
99 opportunities. Yeah, come on.
Check that out on season 1.
Come on, King.
Season one, baby. Season 1, baby. Yeah, that's it. That's it. But I think this is cool because you about to say something?
I was going to say.
Talk your talk, queen. You know what I'm saying?
Talk your talk, queen.
Do your talk, queen. Hey, yo, let her talk. Come on.
Stop doing that, please. That's exactly how they be. I finally witnessed it.
You did?
Yeah, they did it to somebody, and it was like normal. And I was like, "What is this?"
And then like it works.
Yeah.
Yo, let her talk. One mic. Let her talk.
They gotta quit doing that, bro.
I don't know, man.
That's the way.
It's the epitome of somebody doing something and then everybody doing the same thing. Because somebody had to do that first, and then they just picked up on that.
Yeah.
That method of that movement. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen any rules, and I ain't gonna talk about this app that long, but I've never seen any rules on there that says one mic at a time and nothing like that. It was just like y'all get on and talk. So then people establish these.
Yeah, to kind of keep a conversation like
right.
intact and not just screaming.
Right.
Because people talk over each other naturally.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot.
Shoot your shot.
No, don't shoot.
Don't shoot your shot. Shoot or shoot.
Shoot.
That little room is crazy.
Yeah. So a search. So looking. I think I like the idea. Instead of tonight, for this podcast, one of the things I want to kind of focus on, and we could talk about that for a minute, is instead of, there's some things that I remember. I think a couple episodes ago, Dad was asking, well, how do we learn? Mm-hmm. Do you learn by hearing and seeing something, or do you learn by doing it?
Right.
Experiencing it, right? Mm-hmm. And I think the consistency that we came up with was that both of them, it's a little mix of both of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Different people got different things. Like I said, for instance, I know I don't need to know. I don't need to take crack to see that I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or whatever else the other things are. But I think it's a mix of both. But I think all of them involved all of you. Mm-hmm. Involve your life and involve you, injecting yourself into it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think there's some things that some things that you just won't find until you put yourself into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's just that way. You know what I'm saying? I know for me, we doing, it's Redin30, so, and people be losing the theme of it, but it's the 30-day reading of the gospel, like 3 chapters a day.
Yeah.
And the intention is cycles over cycles. Mm-hmm. Like the intention is to not stop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The intention is never to, okay, I done done a cycle like 3 times, now I'm ready for life. No. You might be a little better ready for life.
Look, it's fresh every time. It's crazy.
And it's for me it is.
You go through it and then you realize you didn't even know what you were reading. You didn't even know what these words meant at some point.
You were sure that you had squeezed all the juice out of that one. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe it's more like as you grow through life, maybe that's why the Bible is always fresh too.
Right.
Because it's like it's fresh for right now.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So
yeah.
So relative.
Absolute.
Absolute. What's what you saying? Absolute.
Subjective.
So absolute, subjective. Then you got the word relative, relational, relationship. I think the word relationship, people don't respect it enough. It's related. It's like relating to something. So depending on where something is and where something else is the relation. Now we are consistently moving beings. Right now the earth is spinning and we don't pay attention to it too much. Everybody talks about staying still, but nobody really stays still. The earth is rotating on its axis. It's not doing this way, it's like going this way. It's really like a diagonal, right? Rotating on its axis while it's rotating on another axis. Right? Then here we are, heart beating, breathing. You know what I'm saying? We have new cycles of air every second. New cycles of blood every pump, right? It's like we're talking, there's vibration, our cells are moving, all this stuff going on. He got a phone, I got a phone, you got a phone, like we all different things going on.
Yeah.
Our minds are going different. It's like constant moving. And so the relations are different. You You know what I'm saying?
Always.
Like they're always different.
Yeah.
It never fails. Like even it can be. You ever had a moment and then you felt differently? You know what I'm saying? And so now a normal conversation becomes one that's through the air because you might be feeling some kind of way today. You know what I'm saying? Or just whatever.
That felt personal right there. She was like,
I understand. Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, come on, Queen, talk. Get it up your chest.
Oh my God.
Talk your talk.
Let's talk through it.
But it makes a difference.
Yeah.
And I think so relationally, subjective things being subjective. I think the word relationship means that you had to be prepared for nothing to stay the same. That's dope.
That's dope.
Yeah, you had to be prepared for that. Like most people think relationship is connection, but it's way more than just the linking.
You know, I always say how deep people are because that's why, you know how you'll never learn all of God?
Right.
You'll never learn all of Jesus because they're people. And
Right.
People
Stop
are
lying.
so deep. Like you're too deep to learn all of you.
Stop lying. No, keep going.
Where's the lie?
No, keep going.
Yeah, like you're too deep to learn all of someone.
Right.
And this is why God is too deep for you to learn all of him as well.
Right.
So when you meet someone, it is an ongoing process. Like it's getting deeper.
Yeah, it'd be funny. It'd be funny
Like
when
there's
people,
so much you don't see and you don't hear. You had to get that in.
Every time.
Every time. Never fails, dog. Never.
That's what I do.
I think
Lord.
so. It makes me think about these conversations. I had a hot take yesterday. Me and a couple of homies were talking. Me and Jane and shout out to Roz. We were talking.
Yeah.
And I think that it was a hot take, or maybe it's an unpopular opinion. Unpopular opinion: conversations are overrated. I'm a conversationalist. I like to talk.
Yeah.
I like to have conversations, discuss things, but I believe they're overrated.
Yeah.
In a lot of instances.
And I had
How do
another
you
thought
think
about
that?
that too.
How do you think that?
Because I think it's like with anything, I think there's a proper way to do it and an improper way to do it.
True.
So
true.
I think it's difficult to say like overall they're overrated because it's even the context or the content of the conversation that matters as well.
Exactly. So now it itself, maybe overrated ain't the word for it, but it's like we
It's
really
incomplete,
take
like,
it. We really take it.
Overhyped.
Okay.
Or you think because you talked about something.
Yeah.
You ever talk to somebody about something, but it wasn't like it wasn't resolved.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
I feel like that depends on the person.
Well, that's what he's saying.
Because some people think things are better off without being discussed.
Right.
And then some people's like they do think they've accomplished something because they talked about it.
Because they talked about
even if it wasn't resolved.
Right.
Like some people want to get it off
Got
their
it off my chest.
Yeah, like you ever heard about
What-
people
what
just like
says-
journaling or something? Like
What
they
says what?
they do that because it's like
Yo, selfish
release.
bastard.
No, have you
I did that
ever
today.
had a lot?
I did that today. Like I had to say something to somebody,
You just did
I
it.
got it off,
and I
huh?
had to say it.
Okay, and now how you felt after that?
Felt great.
Okay, I don't even want to know today.
Like it made my day.
Did it hurt them?
That man said it made his day.
No.
Okay, all right.
No.
Okay.
Like it hurt me a little bit more
Ooh.
Ooh,
because I didn't want to say it.
Oh.
Do you want to talk about it?
Do you want to talk about
That
it?
was a good hurt.
Let's turn the music back.
Male or female? Who are you talking to? I need context.
Yeah, let's dig into this a little
Like it
bit.
was a good hurt though.
Let's get in with
It was
you
a good
saying.
hurt.
Did you tell somebody that you love them?
Well, I mean, they was involved in it.
Oh.
Okay.
How did it end
Oh,
for you?
snip out.
How did did it end in the air or was it like a definite response?
Oh,
Stop this!
Nah,
We need answers.
I went with like another girl though. Like it was like, yeah, I can't get into
Yeah,
it.
you're all right.
yeah, no, you gotta do it. You gotta
Okay.
do it. We
Like it
gotta
was
do
like no girlfriend type stuff. No.
it. Okay, yeah.
But-
But
No,
it's
we
still
about to get
relational.
some-
It's
But
relational.
it was
We're
relational.
about to get there. But
Yeah,
Did it end well?
yeah, definitely,
Okay, we're rooting for you.
definitely.
Dope. No,
Like,
I
Cherry.
sure, you ain't get it today.
want to make a point. Have you ever had something on your mind heavy? You probably never did this, but I'm
Heavy.
gonna ask. I'm gonna ask anyway.
Okay.
Have you ever had something on your mind? Maybe you were even like you really wanted to get something out to someone, but you couldn't talk about it. But you wrote it down. Did you feel a release? Have you ever written something down though that was heavy on your mind?
I've written a
spill
song.
it.
I've written a song before and something like that.
Was something like not organized? Like you just literally writing as it.
Yeah, that's how a song goes. It's not organized.
That's organized.
No, it's really not.
It's arranged.
No, it's really not all the time.
Oh God, you're rhyming and stuff. I mean, literally spilling something
Just
that you're
'cause I
gonna.
rhyme, that mean it's organized.
No, because I'm talking
It's
about.
lyrical.
Well, I'm talking about. I'm talking
It's
about when
poetic.
you spill something
I'm a
out.
poet. water.
He's a carpenter.
Wisdom attained through everyday revelation. Now I'm just like,
What is this? I'm talking about when you just write.
Talk queen.
When you just write
right.
as if you're talking, like you say everything. Like you mess up, you miss words. You just write and you know you're going to throw it away. Like you know you're about to rip this up and throw it away. Have you ever done that?
No, I've never done that. I never wrote
Have you ever done
down.
that?
I did it recently.
And did you feel a release?
Yes.
Yeah, but then I ended up having a conversation following it. So
Yeah, but
I don't know if it was because of me writing it or because of the conversation that followed.
so it's what I'm asking how you felt right after you finished writing it, not the conversation that came afterwards.
Did the writing help lead into the conversation?
No, but that's not the question.
No, it is. It has to because you're asking about writing.
I'm asking about release of letting something out.
But I don't think you heard what he said. He said
Talk to somebody after.
yeah. He said so he don't know if he felt obviously he's saying he felt a release, but he don't know if it was because of the conversation right after or the writing. So now you got to find a spot in between.
That's what I'm asking about. There was a spot in
Exactly.
between, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a very small slither of a gap.
Oh,
of
God.
time. No, it really was.
But that's
Okay, so
why I'm
it was like
asking.
immediately you started talking like right after.
He said, huh?
I get what you're saying.
I lost my.
I get what you're saying.
there you go.
I was just thinking about people needing conversations versus some people not needing it.
Right. Well,
I
it's
do.
therapists. People do it for therapy and stuff like that.
Yeah, some people do need to get stuff out because it does lift. I don't know what it is, but like it is like a burden when you have a lot on your mind that you think you need to like
Right.
regurgitate.
No, I
don't know.
Okay.
Like get it out of
Yeah, that's
you.
different conversations then. Because I was thinking about other conversations. Because I'm sometimes lean on the side of not having the conversation.
Yeah, like,
because
don't say
sometimes
nothing,
it's
right.
not needed.
Right.
Like, we just got to do what we got to do.
Right.
Is it a guy thing?
But
I don't think so. I be want to get to it. Me, I like
well,
it
like
spicy.
now, like we think about.
Okay.
You like it spicy, man?
I like it spicy.
you change the
Extra
subject
sauce.
with the different conversations because I was thinking about other conversations, but the conversations you talking about are needed to me.
Yeah.
I guess it's both. So yeah.
Like I was thinking about like meetings and stuff. Because I don't always like
Oh
meetings.
yeah. Yeah.
Because most of the time when we have meetings, everybody knows what they got to do.
No,
Yeah.
they
We
don't
just
be
talking
knowing.
about it.
Right.
You know.
Well, yeah, I'm probably different.
Yeah, I feel like
in
the
that
most
aspect.
prepared people are the most aggravated people in these meetings. But the
Yeah.
people who are not, who not gonna do their own work,
That's a good point.
they just come in there. They need the meeting. Like, please tell me what I got to do.
Yeah, that might be why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I be talking. I feel like
That's
that
a
too.
good point.
I feel like that too. I think like Converse. I think the idea. So let me say what made me go to that because it's almost like we're talking about relating right now. We're not talking about relationships. I know as soon as you say relationship, you think about dating and all that, but I'm talking about any kind of
Between
relationship.
people, yeah,
And because everything is moving,
yeah.
so one day somebody could be here and the other person could be here, and they be connected, but it's like we got to
Yeah.
figure out how to get from here to here.
Right.
A lot of conversations between men and women are like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes between different backgrounds, different ethnicities. And so that being said, when you have you had this first long conversation, so now you had a 4-hour conversation about something. So now there is an illusion or there's a feeling that you know something better, and you probably do know something better. But how much of what you know better is a little off. Like you think you know more than what you really do.
When you said that, I thought, how much of what you learned have you experienced?
Well, that's
Because I think you hear something, but you haven't experienced.
Right.
Isn't it different talking on the phone with somebody for a long time?
Yeah.
I've done that.
yeah.
Long conversation. Think I know you. Then I'm around you, and I'm like, I don't even like you in person.
Yeah,
now.
well, that app taught me
Like,
that. The app taught me that new app we
It's
on.
different.
The app taught me that, like, just to hear people like talk, like you see them on Instagram stuff, and I heard you talking, like, okay,
Oh man,
oh, I'm let down. You know what I'm saying?
I had a wound just now.
What is this?
I had a wound just now. Rise up.
Oh Lord!
my God.
Talk about
Remember
it.
the one room we was in, bro, and it was like, okay, all right. And then the mic got unmuted, and they started talking. It was like, yes.
I know what you're talking about.
All that cap on this app. Yeah, you gotta
be
be careful.
safe. You gotta be
You gotta be more careful, boy. That voice,
Lord.
the tone of voice says a lot.
Bah.
If in doubt, check the tone.
Bah.
Oh God.
Check the tone. But that's how it is. But that's an idea.
Yeah.
So your tone don't really give off what you're saying. It's all of that stuff, man. Is to me, it shows that something else is needed besides just exchange of words, exchange of sounds, or exchange of ideas. There's something else that causes you to really be relatable or really be able to be real in those situations.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And so I guess I'm saying that to say how deceived we can be when we know some scriptures.
100%.
Or how deceived we can be when we've heard some messages or had some conversations or had some or read some books and different things of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
That's the best deception.
That's the best deception because you think
Right.
you know something.
Yeah.
Search the scriptures in them you think
Yeah.
you have eternal life. I think that it's real easy to have that conversation and then think that you are better. I think that you are resolving something in your life. When in actuality, you know what I'm saying?
Especially like devotionals, like doing routine things in the morning.
Yeah.
I think it's great, but it also can make you think you're doing something and you're not actually progressing
Right.
or changing. Changing is the word.
Right.
Because if your
Well, that's the
character,
root word. That's what
you're doing these
conversation
devotionals
is.
every morning, but you're the same type of person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like something should be different.
Right.
Right.
Hey, you can't substitute that stuff.
Can't substitute.
But we try to use conversations and stuff like that as a substitute for real change.
for real change. Right?
But it don't.
It don't.
That's good. That's true.
So maybe etymology wise, maybe
Like, okay to have the conversations
Right.
and do that.
Right.
But when you like base that like for your substitute for real change, you know what I'm saying? Like go back to like a John 5:39. You know.
Yep. That's search the scriptures, right?
Yeah.
Right. I think maybe my word needs to be talking is overrated.
Oh,
Because the root word of conversation is converse. That's why people say, please don't stop saying you conversating. I always say that. I like to say that you're conversing with someone. But the word converse means change.
Yeah.
That means even Jesus was talking about, they would say, one Aramaic definition of what he was saying is like, you be fishers of men. He said, you'll change men. You'll hunt men down and you'll change them with your words.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to take away from change happening through words because I think they do.
Yeah.
But I think the idea of talking or having in 2020 what we think is conversation,
Or just having the conversation. Yeah.
having the conversation is something that does something.
Right.
Counseling. We didn't counsel people before.
Yeah.
We didn't have long talks. We didn't try to help people, man. And then I know I've experienced it where you talk to somebody for days now and they're like, oh yeah, I get it, yeah. And you really get to some stuff. And then they back at it again. Like Daniel.
I can imagine how draining that would be.
It
I mean, I
is.
know you guys do that all the time. That's so much.
Oh God, I had to sit back.
Look, he got his eyes closed.
Yo, like it's a. That's why, like now, I really don't do it. I don't do it that much anymore. Like I don't take those conversations that much anymore, unless you're willing to. I'll be like, here, go do that.
Yeah.
It's like I'm like a prescription. Like here, hey, go check out such. Read the whole thing though.
Yeah.
And then read it like 20 times. Now I don't know if 20 times gonna do it, but I'm just trying to get you to over and over something for
Yeah,
a
most of
minute.
that stuff be one sided.
Yeah. Oh,
It does.
That's such a good point.
Hold on.
It does.
Matter of fact, hold on. Watch this. You ready for this?
87% of the time.
You ready for this? No. It's always one sided. Inside it. It's always that one side. There's really no other side to anybody's understanding but the inside. There's only one side that's it. You get what I'm saying? And then, but because people want to fix the thing out here, and they don't realize that the fix is in here.
Yeah. Well, so that's a substitute.
It's a substitute. It's a substitute. And so now they want to have the conversation and they want to get that off. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they just want to get it off and just talk about it and they feel good and I didn't dump it on you.
no,
what I'm saying?
exactly. That's the thing.
What's the 3 words they say men don't like to hear? We need to talk. Oh, these are the 4 words.
we need to talk, right?
Oh, we need to talk.
We need
Oh my
to talk.
The other word was "I love you."
Yeah.
Okay, I'm joking.
We need
Jokes,
to talk. Though, 'cause
jokes.
it's like, what's going to happen in that talk?
Yeah, we need to talk.
Then they text you at like 9 a.m. Not gonna see the person till like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like
The whole
I'm
thing.
not.
What
And
are
then
you
my
doing
mind is
to
went
me?
to a million different things. And then it's like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, don't do that to me. I'm like, no, do it.
Yeah, so how y'all approach that though?
Can we talk
Who,
tonight
me?
at
When somebody
8?
say we need to talk?
Yeah.
What are
They be
you
like, can we
doing?
talk? I said, no, we need to talk right now. You busy?
That's how I am.
They be like, no, we
Like
can
when
talk.
you say we need to talk,
I said,
I'm like,
Let me tell you why,
let's
though.
start right.
I said, you talk to me right now, or
like,
we not gonna talk
literally
about
right
it
now.
ever.
Let's go.
I told somebody that before. I said,
I
we
don't
can talk
do
about
that,
it right
though.
I
now.
am
We not
not
talking
about
about it ever.
to run imaginations
Don't do
in my
that.
mind
I
about
have.
what you about to talk about. Like I ain't got time for those imaginations running in my mind.
And sometimes it be that.
No.
And sometimes it be that.
No,
Like,
gonna run.
it be
We need to talk right now.
because they're trying to set up they need the right environment to bring this conversation
But
into.
they're trying to get leverage. They're trying to get the leverage. They're trying to-
Leverage.
Yes,
It is.
It's trying to get the
Leverage.
leverage.
You
They
brought
might-
it up. We talking right now.
They might know you very well, and they might be like, "No, I want to be there in person."
Nope, they're trying to get the leverage. I don't care about none of that.
See, that's why I don't do that no
I
more.
don't care. I don't care
agree with
about.
Montreal.
If you
I don't
bring it
care about
up,
that.
we talking right
I
now.
used to do stuff
I don't
like
care
that.
about none of that. You trying
Don't
to
bring
get
it
that
up.
leverage, and right now, if I say, "Cool, let's go," you're not ready for that.
Right.
Your
Well,
action
maybe.
when you say
They might be. Have you done that before and the person was ready to talk?
no, they never.
Is
Never.
it because they want to talk to you in person?
No, because they want to have the leverage. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, but how many times have somebody said they want to talk and you don't respond, or something like that, and then you're not trying to have the conversation?
That happens a lot, dude.
Maybe
well,
they
not a
try-
lot, but it started happening after I started realizing the leverage.
I feel like that happened with dude all the time.
Yo, I be ghosting, so I don't know.
That's your MO. I'm like, I can only imagine. You
Oh my
know?
God.
I be like, hold on, we need to talk.
Nah.
No, we don't.
Nah, no, we don't.
That's probably why they say it like that, though. I mean, they're trying to find like a time where both y'all can sit down and talk together.
Yo, I got somebody on my phone right now trying to get me to answer a question they asked me yesterday or 2 days ago.
Dude, you would be driving me. I could not do it. Y'all ladies strong, goddamn.
bro, dude is.
How long
dude
it's been?
is-
How long they been asking this
The Lord not done with
Dude
me.
is. I can't even describe. Dude is. At one
Dog,
point, in
you
life, bro.
wildin', bro.
Let me go ahead and have this counseling session. At one point in life, I'm like, this nigga don't love me, man. I'm like, man, why he answering the phone, bro? Then I was like,
Never answer the
He
phone.
answers the phone. Now he not only does he not answer the phone, but he don't answer it for days.
Yeah,
And then he don't answer for days. And he don't reply back. I'm like,
yeah,
man, what's wrong? And he started feeling like, after a while, I was like, oh, that's just.
yeah.
And then when he do answer,
this is that person.
he doesn't do it anymore.
You
He doesn't do it
have
anymore.
gotten
He
better.
explained it to me
No,
one time,
you've
though.
really gotten better, bro.
He just said
Like,
that his
be
his
like, I don't
phone be
hear
on
him.
like silent, like
Yeah.
no vibrate, nothing. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
But even when you see it,
Huh?
sometimes that be the fact. But then you see it and you're just not about to be responding because you made your mind up, though.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
After days, you know you're not about to
also look at
respond.
this.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't. I
I
can't
need to
get
clean,
it.
I need to clean that up.
Let me put it on
how many is it on right now? How many is it on?
1,032 text messages.
I can't get. I can't get to it.
509. What on your? What is
No, I
that?
could. I could.
That's
Voice
like
messages?
Bro, I could.
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah,
I
I can
could.
do it with emails and
Bro.
voicemails,
Bro.
but not
A
text.
I could do it with
1,000 text
emails.
messages. How do you know when we text you? You just know it went from 1,032
You
to
don't know.
33.
Don't like
You
I have
don't
to
know.
actually open it up.
He
And
actually
see.
looking at it. That's why he be missing them.
Yeah,
It's 1,000. 1,000.
We gonna get somebody to
yeah. I
fix
need,
that
I know,
up
I
for you.
definitely need to
To
clean it
clean through it.
up. I
And it's
definitely
been like that for
Somebody you trust.
years.
It has. And, but one time I had went through and I swiped
Yeah.
everything clean.
But think
bro.
about Jay, though.
Just can't wait.
Wow.
But I'm cool
I
with that
wonder
with
the
Jay.
questions
Because I feel like
left
Jay,
lingering in that.
like he don't miss no important text though. Like really, you know what I'm saying? So I'm
Right.
cool with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you miss an important text too, it's like, bro, you got a problem, bro.
You
I used to-
ghosting for
I used to be calling
for a
him
reason.
out. Can you tell
I know him
Jeremiah
though.
call
Like,
me
he
that?
don't, yeah.
Wait, what you
Yo.
say?
Can you tell Jeremiah? We call it that. Can you tell Jeremiah right there with you? You somewhere around? Can you tell him to call me back, please?
Yo, I've had women call this man trying to get in touch
Oh my God, it's the only way they can get in touch
with me.
with you. I
Yo,
can't. That's
it's
crazy.
bad. But I've gotten better over the years.
Oh
though.
no!
I've seen
no,
you
hold
change.
on. No, you've not gotten better. You have got. It's impeccable what you're doing right now compared to what you used to do. You are amazing, bro.
This boy is present. He's present
It's
now.
amazing. It's amazing.
Dog.
You have to know if you knew where I come from. If you knew where I came from. You knew where I came from. You know. Yeah. You ain't know me back then. But anyway,
Lord.
But to answer your question, Nakia, yeah, I don't respond sometimes.
here it
Yeah.
goes. There it goes. And you don't respond because you already know
What's
it's
it
about
about?
to be that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's about to be that conversation.
I definitely get that because the conversations are repetitive. That's the lingering. The lingering.
That's the worst conversation.
Like
to keep having the same conversation.
ooh,
Yeah.
I hate that. That's why I don't do that no more.
Hey, but you know what though? I think
The same comments, and then you just go
like
back
I
to the
think
same
Jesus'
type of.
iPhone would look more like Jay's.
Hey, come on, Darius.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
needs some responses.
I believe it.
Swag. Hit the swag.
I believe
swag.
it. I believe it.
You know what I'm saying? Then like, I
believe
like the
it.
other side.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe
know?
it. It'll be full of emails, full of text messages. I'll be like, what?
How long I'm gonna be with y'all?
Yeah, like
Hey, we need to do a little spoof video, bro.
He asking me, What's the way? I am the GPS. drop a pin.
Your brother died 4 days ago.
He dead.
I'm gonna get that when I get that.
Hey, yo. Can you imagine? It's funny. Can you imagine Jesus texting him back and be like,
You be like, on my way.
"Oh, he dead? On my way." OMW, on my way.
Bruh.
4 days later, bro.
Yo, we gotta
We know it take you a day and a
we gotta
half
make
to
some memes
walk.
before this come out. Bro. We gotta make some memes like some text me like on my way.
Bro, that's funny, dog. I love it though, cause that's real. That's real,
Oh
man.
my god, bro.
Bruh.
That's funny, dog.
That's real.
funny.
I love it.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
I love it. I don't even know what we talking about, but I love that.
He's so cool.
I was like, oh, what are we doing?
We talking about experiencing the word for yourself.
Well,
And
relation.
conversations
right,
and
conversation and the converse. So the change. So something's got to be different, right? And most people don't understand that the difference. The
don't know where
difference
it came from.
that wants or needs to be made, a difference that people want, is never on the outside. It's never on the table.
Yeah.
Like you could fix the thing on the table, but it's still gonna mess up a little bit because everything is moving.
Yeah.
Like it's everything is shifting, everything is adjusting.
Right.
So it's always like moving around. So even you know what I'm saying? Like it's always like, okay, but I wanted the intro that way. I don't know. But everything is always moving.
Hey, so let's look at this though.
Hey, pass it back. Hey, pass it back. Pass it back. Pass it back.
Dang.
Pass the word back.
No, you know what I'm saying?
Keep going,
You know
go
what you
ahead.
having right now.
I don't even know when she took it.
You know,
She didn't. I did like
didn't.
this, and I sat it down.
he started talking that way. Like,
Yeah, that's
Yo,
okay.
she hating on that man pick,
I'm
bro.
not. It was a part of the joke. I had to.
I'm gonna bring a black power one next time. The big metal one
yeah,
with
with the fist?
the fist on there. You can't take that one. This is shank right there. Nah, but I
Christmas
think
gift.
I think people don't. This is what I love about Redin30. I think that I like Jesus. I like Jesus when he says, I love it when he says, "Come to me, all the labor heavy laden, I give you rest. Take my yoke upon me and learn of me." He said, "I give you rest. Take my yoke and learn of me, for I'm meek and lowly in heart." There we go. What are you learning? Meek and lowly in heart, right? And you will find rest. I play on words like, okay, I thought you were gonna give it to me, but you said I'm gonna find it. If you put that with all the seeks and the searches and the seek and find and everything, he's trying to get to a point. I think he says, "Lord, I thank you that you hid these things." He's sitting right there by the wise people. Lord, I thank you that you hid it from the wise and the prudent. Like he's saying that there's a search that it takes. We were talking about the search and the cycle last week. It was dope. We did the clip. It was dope. Like the search is a search that we're looking for. I mean, it's a search that we're on.
Yeah.
And when you get on that search, if you seek, you'll find. Now, he literally said, if you seek,
You shall find.
you'll find. But you can't find that you ain't looking for.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's what I was referring to about like what you and Jay do as far as like quote unquote counseling.
Right.
Sometimes it's one sided.
Yep.
Sometimes that person not seeking for themselves
That's it.
to have change. But
So
I
what
was
they
thinking about
came for?
this
What they
though.
came for? They want a pill.
Yeah, I was thinking about this though, because you got like some cool relation like stuff to look at right now. I think about the Pharisees and the Sadducees,
Right. Right.
and then think about Jesus. Like Jesus, like he was always pointing back to the person, pointing towards the inside, right? The Sadducees was trying to point to themselves, and then kind of be like the ones that people always come to for deliverance, for peace, for
Oh, you about to get on something?
all that stuff. And like, would y'all say like some of y'all frustration came from the that particular person trying to treat y'all like the Pharisee,
Absolutely.
but y'all were the Jesus like of that relation?
Absolutely. I get what you're saying. You get it, Jay? I get what you're saying. I do. No, I've had to.
Like y'all got
you wanna speak to
frustrated.
it?
Like y'all
Yeah,
got
you go
frustrated
ahead.
because y'all didn't want to be that person that somebody kept having to come to
Yeah, facts.
constantly. When y'all, I don't know what y'all said to him, but I'm pretty sure that y'all was trying to point back to
Well,
like
not
the
always.
answer, you know what I'm saying?
Not always. At one point, I'm just speaking for myself. At one point, I thought that was the way it was supposed to go.
Okay.
At one point, I thought that like I'm supposed to have an answer for them.
Yeah.
And one thought I thought that I'm not don't get it. I've never thought everybody needs to talk to me, but I thought that they needed to come and have that conversation. And then in some instances, watch what I'm about to say. In some instances, they did.
Yeah. Definitely.
But I started when I started realizing, okay, because I'm saying all the right things.
Right.
I'm giving all the right scriptures. I'm saying all the right things. I'm giving all the right pills, and you still like sick. You know what I'm saying? Like you still got the same symptoms. Like you still it's something deep. It's almost like health. You know, I give you a prescription to make your blood pressure go down or this like that, but it's like there's something else in there that's making that happen, and there's some other habit that you're not changing from what you put on the inside. That's keeping it from working. So it doesn't matter how great I am, how understand how much I understand about it. If you don't, you know what I'm saying, make those changes, you'll constantly be getting pills from me. And of course, now we know Big Pharma has made a $1 billion lifestyle out of people not wanting to change. And so, but when people came, I think that, and I had to learn and mature too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then what happened, that's why I say I stopped, because my conversation got different, because it's like I didn't even want to, like, it's almost like Jesus with the rich young ruler. Like he comes and say, get eternal life. He said, okay, listen, have you observed the commandments? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, have you, and Jesus listed them out. Yeah. And the dude said, I observe all the Jews, which he probably was either lying or he just didn't go far enough. But it was like a prerequisite. It was like what was required before, because like I'm not even about to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Unless you've been dedicated to this. I think that's what the law is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like if you hadn't even been dedicated to this, what are we talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so
layup line.
And then layup line. The law's a layup line. And now people would come, they came wanting a pill. I've seen people go to the doctor. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I've seen people go to the doctor, not want to talk to the doctor. They just want to go to the doctor's visit so they can get some more pills. Because they know they can't get another prescription without going to the doctor. So I'm going to endure everything the doctor says. I'm going to let it go in one ear and out one ear, because all I want is the painkiller.
Yo, and do you know some people still endure whatever they're going through? They go get that prescription to get those pills, and then they sell those pills to other people that have those pills, and they still going through what they're going through.
But it's crazy, bro.
But like it's the correlation, like it's a parallel, bro. But it's like that all the time, and so you be giving out, you know, the pills. Like, all right, go take this to that. And like, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna get it to them. I'm gonna sling it. I'm gonna flip it real quick. And they still dealing with the same thing, and they come back to you.
They come back to you, and now you become the pusher. You become the supplier.
Like I knew that, but I didn't know that until you explained it like that. Yeah. I always wonder like how some of my, I mean, they wasn't like real friends, but like acquaintances in junior high. I'm like, dude, how you got Oxycontin and you selling this much? Like, where you getting this from? But they would never say, like, yeah, man, you know, it's just.
Yeah, somebody going to
like,
get that. Somebody going to get that, and somebody flipping it.
Flipping it, bro.
But thinking about real like life, people trying to get things like gems from someone else, and and then dishing it without actually changing themselves.
And then they go and they actually speak those gems or get those gems, like they got them gems. And they the ones who, you know, came those gems, and then it's like,
you would prescribe these.
Yeah, you like, you need this, do this, that. It's like, hold on. You not doing nothing.
That literally.
That's a lot of people.
Listen, I can show literally where that happened.
Yeah, it chaps my hide.
And what you say?
It chaps my hide.
Chaps my hide. That's funny. That I can show literally where I can't say what the thing. I always have something secret I can't say, right? I can't say what it is because we're gonna write a book about it. But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's like a dating type thing.
Yeah, right.
Both of y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Yo,
but it's a principle.
Absolutely.
But the principle is supposed to be worked enough until you become the principal.
Right.
Like the idea of it is not to get something. It's almost like Hitch. Remember Hitch? Remember dude was like, man, if I just bang her, I get it out of my head, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh man, well, this ain't what we're here for. I'm not. You know, I'm sorry, man, I can't help it. That ain't what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's looking for a quick fix to get what he wants. And that's not how it works, but it works. Yeah. Because eventually, if you see in the movie, it did work. But that same kind of conversation, I actually saw that with like a couple homeboys. It's like, okay, y'all, and I'm talking from a real place. I'm talking about not trying to get over. We not out here trying to get girls. Like at one time you are, but another time it's like, okay, we passed that, right? And so maturity, right? And so now the conversation is, how do you do this properly where it's healthy,
right?
And where like you can really, you know, test it out and see what's what. And then when you leave the relationship or whatever, everybody leaves healthy. Yeah. As opposed to you leaving somebody with a bag or vice versa. And it's a really great motion. Yeah. But it can be used for evil.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I saw homeboys take the method that I had and they use it wrong and then called me back and was like, yo, bro, man, I bagged like 3 of them with that, bro. Like, and was talking to me and I was like,
that ain't 3 people.
Bro, that ain't
the entire concept is true.
Yeah, that ain't what I was talking. And it works though. I know it can be used for evil. Like it literally works. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I think that you hit these things on the wise and prudent. Now, at the end of it works to a certain extent.
Right.
You'll bag them, but you can't keep them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you'll have a conversation, but the conversation will never be anything substantial because you don't have anything else substantial. You don't realize that the whole process that you're trying to use to get what you want is really trying to get what you want out of you.
Yeah.
It's really trying to change you, but you taking it to go try to work it. The people do that all the time in church.
Every time.
They come get the church, get a message, write all the notes down, underline all the stuff, highlight their Bible, and then they go try to work it.
Yeah.
When they don't, sometimes.
I won't say every time. I retract that.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Sometimes people just write it and then they go home and put it up.
Yeah, put it up on the wall.
A collection of journals filled that's never been reread.
Right. And you don't realize that thing is really trying to change you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the difference between having a word and being the word. We were talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a point from this morning because having the word and being the word, right? That's what you said?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So this morning I just had this realization that
You went to church this morning?
I go to church usually around 11 virtually when I wake up. So yes. So I don't know if you want to call that morning. Like
She do on demand church.
I do on demand church. Faithfully.
ODC, OD Christian Center, boy.
Oh.
It's a beautiful thing, you know. It's convenient.
Put my hands towards you.
So no, I came to this realization.
There wasn't a 5.
I know it wasn't. I was just
There
joking.
wasn't a 5. She's like, hey, bro, can you imagine somebody coming to church and they be like, somebody reach their hand toward and they be like,
And they don't know what you do. Bro, somebody needs to show somebody that.
My God.
We need a meme or something like that. That is so funny.
that's so
Like,
funny,
what did you just
man.
do?
Yeah, Lydia hand be like, all right, my God. Dap him up real quick.
You gonna dap all his power.
Yo, we got some funny joints to do, bro.
We do.
We got some funny joints to do.
Oh,
For this
man.
episode, off the rip.
Oh, man. What you saying? What you said?
Yeah, what's your word?
For your 11 o'clock service?
Wow. I just came to this realization that a lot of times we ask for something, like for an answer or a solution, and we're like, Lord, can you help me?
Whatever.
I don't know, understand this, do this better.
Right.
Just help me with this, help me see something, give me the answer to this thing. And then you think you go into what mode? Like the waiting mode,
Yeah.
aka the faith mode. And
Yeah.
so you're just like waiting for that. The answer's gonna come
faith
from
mode, right.
from where? I don't
Flip
know.
mode,
It's
faith
gonna
mode.
drop into my place at some point when I need it, right? And then so we think that's the process. And it just hit me today that why do we think we have to ask
What are we looking for?
for something sometimes when you really just, if you believe it, you don't have to ask for anything. So like, example,
Or,
if you say, you know, Lord, help me, I don't know, understand this thing better. But if you just believe that you can know all things
you understand
through the
that?
Holy Ghost, well, if you just
You see the difference?
if you just start believing that,
Believing.
there's the
Believing what, though?
asking.
Believing what? What do you believe?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. So what do you believe in?
But it's what do you believe in? Are you
Right.
asking me?
Yeah. What do you? Yeah, that's dope. Because what do you believe in? Or who are you believing? Does that make sense? It's knowing what you're saying, but instead of asking, give me understanding. Right? It's almost
Just
like,
believe you have it. And so I feel like we think it's kind of like you don't have to have the answer today if you already believe that the answer is yours, or if you already believe you could do all things
the
or know
answer is
all
you.
things. I don't need to wait for an answer
Then
because
give you the
now
answer.
I know that whatever happens, I'm going to know what to do when I get there. So now it's like it pulls me out of this like waiting, the prolonging, the like, where's my answer coming from? Where's it coming from? Like, oh, that's a confirmation. Like it like pulled me from that. Like I don't even think you need that all the time. It's like, wait, he done said a whole bunch of stuff already to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like in real life, in the word, like you already got stuff that he's promised that you still haven't believed yet. So you still asking for like little things.
Right. You
Show me this. Help me do this. Walk with me here. Do this. If he with you, like, what are you doing?
Man, like you saying that?
What are you asking for?
And Jesus up here like,
Yeah,
Stop
like you literally.
texting me.
Yeah, you literally explained Jesus. Like I thought about
the man.
What is this?
what she mean?
You want to what?
And scroll back down. What I told her last time?
Copy paste.
Hey,
Copy paste.
you just emphasize that message.
Can we do a YouTube series, please? Can we do a YouTube series?
Receipts.
Jesus and his phone.
Oh no, Jesus just got the receipts.
Leaving people on
It'll come
red.
up and be like red. It'll be like red at 3:33. He don't say nothing else.
I know he saw it.
I know he saw it.
Oh my God.
That's good. Keep all the red.
Nah, but I
receipts
thought
on.
about like that whole functioning. Like that's Jesus, and it seemed like when Jesus, as soon as he heard, after he got baptized by John, as soon as he heard, this is my beloved son, like it was like that was a go.
It was a go time. Yes.
And like that
yes.
explains that what you just said. Like it
Yeah.
was like, yo, like I already know that I'm beloved.
You know that what?
I'm beloved.
I am beloved.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
beloved.
and see, and that's the thing.
like,
you know that
good.
when you know that you're the answer, then your conversation changes.
It does.
See, the language of Jesus is you.
Yep. 100%.
Some people speak Spanish, some people speak English, some people speak, Italian, some people speak different language, Portuguese, whatever. The language Jesus speaks is you. That language goes across all languages that we have on this earth. And it's like when he's talking, if you don't realize that, and that's why the search is important, because if you don't realize that he's talking you,
Yep.
then you will miss the whole conversation. You think he's talking about the book, and it's not about the book, bro. Or you think he's talking about the path, and it's not about the path, bro. It's you. You think he's talking about the whatever, and it's not about any of that. It's you the whole time,
That's tough, bro, to be in the middle of a conversation and listening and still don't understand what's being said.
bro. You're like, that what Jesus said when he understood him. When he understood,
That's
when he,
tough.
Like he had to perceive, like Jesus had to perceive. I saw him perceive stuff about the Pharisees. I saw him perceive the stuff about his own disciples. I saw him understand things. He understood their hearts without knowing it. He had to have that because the way he's talking is so simple and it's so real and it's so original to God. It's so God, but we're so off chart that now when he begins to talk like that, he's a weirdo.
Yep.
We feel like that sometimes.
Yep.
Now I'm a weirdo because I don't react to it the same way you act. Or now because I don't panic, or I don't grieve, or I don't look at it like you do, or I don't answer like you do, or I don't care about those things like you do. Now I'm a weirdo, or something's wrong with me because it's not popular opinion. When
Right.
actuality, I just understand the language.
Yeah.
I get like, so I'm not praying like y'all.
Right.
I'm not praying. I'm not praising. I'm not doing none of that like y'all.
Yeah, get your belief up. Because
you are only doing those things. I'm not trying to be bigoted right now, but you're only trying to do those things to get the way that I understand right now. Like I understand that it's me.
Yeah.
I understand every problem that I have is me, and the answer to that problem is me.
Yeah.
It is God in me. It is somewhere in between being an answer and being a problem that I find identity or that I don't find identity. And that determines what side I stay on. But he said, seeking you'll find. Like if you look for it, you'll find. What he's trying to, so ask and you receive.
Yeah.
What you asking for? Right? Like think about something that you asking for. You asked God something for, right there. Like you asked God something, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I like to say this all the time because
Let us slide into my DMs tonight.
Lord.
Oh my God.
If you just let us slide
I'm
my
over here
DM
thinking
one
like,
time, I
Lord,
promise.
protect me today. He's over here.
That's different. Lord, I'm about to slide in her DMs.
The basics.
Hey, anoint my DMs today, so that as I slide in, I send this DM in the anointing of your power, and let it go in and pierce the heart of her, so that she can receive the Boaz that I am. Right. She on the other end talking about, Lord, protect me today from these fiery dart DMs. These fiery dart DMs as they come be the shield of faith to quench these fiery DMs.
Exactly.
That's so funny, man. That's so funny.
It is.
And then unequally yoked. But anyway.
Bruh.
But it's you.
Yep.
I always ask people, like, what are you asking for? Right? And I always like to get to this point. Have you ever asked for something, Darius, Jeremiah, Nikia, me? Have you ever asked for something and you didn't get it? Right? Because you didn't ask right. Is God wrong when he said you can have what you asked for? But he can't violate himself about the asking. What are you asking for? So you're praying and you're asking God for understanding. Lord, give me understanding on this. When it says, could you stop and watch this? What's the question? Lord, give me understanding. Right? You can take that word off. The last one. Lord, give me. Lord, like, give me. If you ask,
bro.
listen, bro. Look, just give me.
That joke was just running in my head,
Bruh.
but I said it different in my head than what
How you said it? Go.
he was saying. He just said, "Ask yourself." Like he said, "Ask like ask for yourself. Like ask for more of like who you truly are in me."
Yeah.
But then he also said, "Ask yourself.
Ask yourself.
Stop depending on Jesus to like do it for you because he already did it for you. Like an example.
Yep.
And stop depending on whoever else like in your life. Like he said, come. He said, "You come unto me." Mm-hmm. You know, because he wants that relationship.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then you're going to find rest.
Yeah.
So ask for yourself. Yeah.
Ask for yourself. Well, seek you first.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Seek you first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the conversation that opens everything up. Oh, I'm gonna go to Jesus, boy. If I could just get Jesus to come down and talk to me, he's gonna tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
He's gonna tell you the same thing.
conversation.
He's gonna tell you the same thing that he said in his red words the whole time.
That's why that touch was so emphasized. Like from that lady who was bleeding.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
who touched me?
Touched me, right,
Because she asked for herself.
Right. And then he says, your faith
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
you whole. Like
I feel like what he's really saying when your faith made you whole, and he's so like happy about these people, right? Because their faith. Because he's like, great. When I'm not here, you're gonna be able to go to the Father for yourself.
That's it.
That's the thing.
it.
But yet
That's
he
it.
left, and we still what? Crying to Jesus, and Jesus like, well, you didn't see me go to the Father for everything.
oh my God.
Like, what is this? What happened to that faith? It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Faith as Jesus, faith as Christ.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That his faith was directly pointed to the Father. So it's not you're going through the middleman
Right,
for
right,
what? Why
right.
are we going through the middleman?
For what?
Yeah.
And he's our friend.
And that's why I think that in that passage in Matthew 11, right? And, we talked about opportunity a little earlier when we made the joke. But I think the first, when he says, I'll give you rest, I think that's his open invitation for you to have opportunity.
Right.
Like, that's your opportunity to, like, come to yourself.
Right.
Come to me, but
Right.
it's your opportunity to come to yourself.
Right.
Right.
So now when you do come to yourself and you're actually searching, then you're going to find rest for your soul.
Right. Right.
Because you're going to learn of me and I'm meek alone at heart. But it's an opportunity. Like, that's what, even those conversations you're talking about having with people, it's really an opportunity. And that's how I look at it now when I do have conversations.
Exactly.
It's an opportunity for you.
It's an opportunity.
cool, yeah.
And if you come correct, be it according to your faith.
Yeah.
But I can tell in the middle of a conversation whether I need to keep going or not.
Absolutely.
It's like, okay.
Yo,
Yeah.
that level of, we can call it discernment or whatever, has heightened so much, bro.
Bro.
It's heightened so much. Like, hold on, what? All right. I'm going to end this right here, or I'm going to just give you that, and then I'm going to see what you do with it.
Wow.
Yeah, some phone calls will be like Jesus, like,
Mm-hmm.
I just know what it is.
Yep.
No,
Bro,
no
like Jesus
diss.
literally said it though.
Bro, he lit.
I
hold
just
on.
realized it because you kind of emphasized it a little bit. And I was like, hold on, that's a scripture.
Yeah, the one he said you're going to go to the Father for yourself.
Yeah, John 16:23 for people listening. Like,
It'd be so funny to hear Swag read scriptures on Redin30 because he's like,
bro.
don't pull out the scriptures.
I'm trying to make sure.
Right.
I'm trying to help people because some people they be
bro.
like, well, like
Nah,
what does it
nah,
really
good,
say?
though.
No,
Nah,
like Jesus really said
Said
it.
it already.
Read. I want to see. Read.
Do it,
said,
do it.
Season 1, man, don't read the scripts. Don't put that. Season 2, well, in John 16:23.
Nah, they gotta know, bro.
And now until you get on the cross, it's like, oh, this is what we got to do with it.
They need to know. He said it
I love it, though.
in the word.
Nah, right, I know. Nah, this red words, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And he said, like in that day, you shall ask me nothing. He said, you
Nothing.
don't ask me nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Have we even graduated to that
Hold on,
yet?
Swag, hold on.
Ask me nothing?
Hold on, Swag, right there.
Darius.
Right there. Hold on, right there.
Ask me nothing.
Hold on, what did he say before that? Read the scripture before that.
Oh well, yeah, I'm on like a website right now. Hold on,
Okay. Because what is John 16 what?
23.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Got it.
Okay.
What 22?
Yeah, read 22.
And he said, and ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man taketh from you.
Uh-huh.
And in that day you shall ask me nothing. Verily, verily, I say unto you, whatsoever you shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it you.
In my character.
Oh, no.
Yeah, nah.
In my name. For people who don't know, in my name means in my character.
No, the last part.
Okay,
The
I missed that part.
John what?
I just wanted to add that little part in.
16:23.
That last part shot me in my heart, bro.
Yeah.
Nah.
You got the phone. Nah, that's good though.
Nah,
'Cause I was reading it with you.
Nah.
That's really good.
Nah.
That's really good.
Hello.
Because it goes back to slowing down when you read the scriptures.
Yeah, bro.
Because now that
ask the Father my name, and He will give it you.
Yeah, that it is defined.
Like He will give you to you.
Yeah, the it is defined by the next word.
Not only is that, He's going to give it you.
Yeah.
Like whatever the issue is, He's going to give you to it. Because the only problem is that they ain't got no you in it.
Yeah.
Put a little you in it. Put a little you. Now the problem is now let me get to this because I like to talk about this. Now that's the answer, but the problem is that you don't know. So you're now. It's almost, watch this, when Jesus talks, it's actually absolute, Jay.
It is.
Like when He talks, it's actually the way that it works, right? Like it's absolute.
Ain't no wiggle room.
Ain't no wiggle room. It actually works this way, right? Whether you understand who you are or not. So it is getting you.
Yeah.
But the version of you that is getting is a version that's either immature or contaminated or insecure or whatever, because you didn't go back and find out who you really were.
Right.
So it's an absolute. You're gonna give it you. Like this is the way life works. See, it works like that. But you need to know who you are, and that determines the condition of what it's given.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It determines the condition of what it gets.
Right.
But this is, see, that's
and
what,
that
like
depends
this,
on you.
You're doing it now. Like this is like this is what I'm saying right now about the search, because like how did it hit you? You said it hit you in your heart, right?
Right.
But it doesn't hit you in your heart
Like I read it
unless
before,
you're searching.
But
you read it before. Hold on.
Yeah.
This is exactly it. You read it before.
Yeah.
But it doesn't hit you in your heart until you're searching it, and you're over and over again. And I think the beauty is the search.
Yep.
Yeah, but then you also have to wrap in the conversation.
The conversation,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And
Yep.
who you're conversing with.
Yeah.
That makes a difference.
It
So
does.
come unto me, y'all that labor heavy laden.
Come talk to me.
I'll give you rest. right?
Yeah, come talk.
Yeah, right. People like to read that scripture like in Isaiah, because Isaiah and a lot of the Gospels are correlated big time. Isaiah 119 says, if you be willing and
a lot of
obedient.
prophecies.
Yeah, and then he said, if you be willing and obedient, you eat the good of the land. Now, first of all, that's dope because we know we the land. So if you're willing and obedient, right, you eat the good of who you really are. But the verse before, then everybody quote that. This is biblically selective, Christian center. Like is everybody, like that's the whole Christian church. Like everybody just pick the ones they want to put on that thing.
Yeah.
I want a little butter to put on this, and I want a little grease to put on this one. They don't realize
That's so true.
everything, right? and so they take that. But verse Isaiah 119, but verse 18 says, "Come, let us reason together." Then he says, "Though your sins be red as scarlet." I think it's like red scarlet. He said, in other words, I'll make them white as snow. So the conversation, your coming, and the conversation of us reasoning together, right, changes you from, being blemished or being, off or being confused or whatever that represents, to being clear. And then now, if you be willing and obedient, you eat the good of the land. But you can't get to that one until you get to this one. So come unto me, other labor and heavy laden, and I'll give you rest. Take my yoke upon and learn of me. How do you learn? You got to have the conversation.
You gotta have a conversation.
Come about my servant. Come about my servant. One thing, sat down at Jesus' feet. One thing is needful, and it can't be taken away. Like that's the gist. But you don't get that unless you come to have the conversation. Redin30 is really coming to have the conversation.
Right. Yeah.
It is.
Right.
Oh, that's our new line.
And I'm not even talking about here. It's come and have the conversation.
Come and have the conversation.
And it's not even right here. It's here.
Write that down.
It's here. Put it down on your phone. It's here, like in the podcast and listening and all this stuff. Like it's here, but this conversation starts in the red.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why? That's what Jesus means when he says, "Like I didn't know you," or "Like I never knew you." Like when he said that to, he was giving that parable, and he was like, "Yeah, like I never knew you."
Yeah.
And he cast demons out of my name. Did this. But I never knew you. Like we never conversed, man.
Yeah, like you never talk to me. You just want to do that. And see, what people don't understand is that God is the Father. The Father's about relationship.
Yeah. So all right. So let's put that together, right?
All right, let's go.
Let's bring it back to Jesus and the rich young ruler. Because we go in scripture and Jesus actually calls himself the good shepherd, right? But then the rich young ruler comes to him and say, good master. He's like, wait, you don't even know me. We haven't conversed.
Right.
So you can't talk to me like that.
Don't come to me like that.
That's
Yeah. And it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Because I know you don't know me, and you know you don't know me.
Yeah.
But you done heard somebody else say something
I never
about
looked at
me.
it like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he was like
exposing them.
That's the good thing. Like he was always able to catch people in their conversation.
He
He
was.
was.
Hey, yo, you know what's funny?
It was
Hey,
like-
oh, my skin got tight. Oh, I love it. I want. That's me. That's what I want. like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
People want a lot of other stuff, and I want to be.
No, I get you.
Jesus is like.
He the lamb.
It's like he pocket, bro. Like he and I'm not once again I'm not boosting him because he don't want to be boosted. But it's him. But it's the idea. I guess it's such a boost to me because it's right there in the red and we don't even see it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's been sitting in there like the whole time.
Yeah.
And we would see it, so it's like amazing it's been there, right? But then it's like okay, so you seeing it's like okay, it's pocket.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what's going on, it's pocket. And I'm neither here nor there. You don't know where I'm
What
at.
you mean by pocket?
Well, it's just like in like music, there's a pocket.
Yeah, I know you're talking music terminology.
There's
a lot of people
don't
probably
know,
don't know.
right?
There's pocket drummer. There's people that are pocket drummers. Or like you can get a pocket in the music.
It's like when you're in your bag.
You're in your bag, and when you catch the rhythm. When you catch the rhythm, there's pocket in a lot of different things.
Yeah.
When you catch the pocket, you don't know you're in the pocket. You can't teach pocket.
Yeah, right.
Like, you have to feel pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't teach pocket. I can talk about pocket, but you won't realize pocket until you actually get in the pocket.
That goes right back to Matthew 11.
That's exactly that's it. That's it. Like you have to learn. So now I'm teaching you pocket. I'm teaching you rhythm when we're singing. Me and Jam were talking the other night. We was writing some stuff, and I was like, "Yo, there's a beat and a cadence that if you sing with it, that it'll be so much that people will like the beat, but you don't do anything with your voice or your lyrics or your rhythm or how you sing to the beat that throws them off the thing that's good for them. When they right here, then your singing gotta go with that, and now they don't know the difference. Now the lyrics and the music becomes one song, and it's pocket. And the pocket is the thing that the songs that we like are pocket songs. Even if it's different rhythms or different things, like somebody's in the pockets. If you're really talented, you can get in the pockets on something that flows. Now that's crazy. That's a whole nother, but it's still pocket. You can have pocket with sports. You can have pocket with, whatever it is. There's a pocket, but you can't. I can teach you the methods to find pocket. But you got to find the pocket for yourself.
You got to.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got to know how to move around the pocket. Quarterbacks. I can tell you how to three step back. I can tell you the techniques and all that. We can practice all day long, but you don't know until things that line starts breaking down around you.
And that pockets are closing.
And the pockets are closing in, and then you step up. You know you got to step up. Sometimes you got to get out the pocket. Sometimes you can't throw the ball away till you get out the pocket. It's all these different things, but it's the awareness of where you are. You know what I'm saying? It's awareness of yourself, really. And that's pocket. And he's so pocket that he knows. I was thinking the other day. You talking about he exposing people in the conversation. I saw this the other day when he said, "Who the men say that I am?" He exposed them jokers. You know why he exposed them? Because how y'all know what everybody's saying unless y'all been out there talking to them?
Right.
Oh, so y'all been walking with me, but y'all been talking to everybody else about me. And y'all been actually having these conversations because you wouldn't be that detailed. What, John the Baptist, Elias,
we talked about
Jeremiah,
that
the one of the
before.
prophets?
Like, we always wondered like how people always knew where he was.
Because they dropping a dime.
They're dropping
No,
dimes,
no,
man.
look, when the 5,000, he feeding the 5,000, praise God for that. Jesus was like, okay, listen, I'm going to feed y'all. I want y'all to be hungry. They shouldn't fast. But how do y'all know? I actually came and got y'all to take y'all off on a retreat so we can all get away from it. I'm trying to show y'all how to do it. And you didn't send out a memo
to the city
saying this is where we going to be at, y'all. Because you like tour.
What? Yes.
You like being on
but
tour.
I bet they felt some kind of way when he said, "Y'all go ahead on. I'm gonna go somewhere else. Y'all go. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead."
Oh, no, they're upset.
That's probably why.
Yeah, so you gonna just let me? I gotta wait till you meet up with me.
Loose lips.
Yeah, it was like-
Loose lips, ships.
They ain't know where
Like,
you
y'all
was
go on the
at.
ship. Like I'm gonna chill.
Yeah,
and I'm just
coming.
gonna like catch up to y'all walking on water.
Yeah. And then when you see me, now all of a sudden you want to come out here? Hey, Lord, if that be you, let me come on the water.
Oh, my
Go,
God.
if I was Jesus, I'd be like, go sit your stupid.
Oh my God, dog.
That's crazy though, because at that time too, it's like if you know he's sending you away in your mind, you're like, hold on, but how we gonna meet back up? Like when we gonna be together
Exactly.
again?
How you gonna know where I'm at though later? He just found them out there in the
Yeah,
water.
so in your mind you going across, you're like, hold on, but I like all the people that we was just around and stuff.
And he your
Like,
bread and
drop a pin
butter.
back then.
And he your bread and butter. He your golden goose.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
he's, like you don't have no
I
identity
know
without
they was
him.
feeling like that, bro.
Yeah,
Bruh.
you like right now you are known as Jesus'
Especially
disciple.
Judas.
Yep.
Like you known as one of the people that hang with Jesus. Like we weren't talking about Peter. We're not talking about Matthew or we talking about
Oh, that's the boy that be with him.
That's what they said when he got crucified. Ain't you the one that be with him? You know, now you don't want. Now you don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it take you somewhere.
Come on.
But you get it? Because you're just known by who you've associated with.
Yeah.
And how many
And
people
now
we
who
know?
you become.
Christian.
Yeah.
Christians.
How about
Christians?
how many people we know who just want to be there for the ride, and they don't want you to let them. Don't leave me. I want to be there when you blow
myself
up.
to heaven.
Make sure I'm there.
Right. That's it.
That's all they want.
That's it. That's all they
They
want.
want the ride.
And they're missing
Yes.
the point. They're missing the point of the change.
Yep.
Right. They're missing the point of the change. And once I don't have to go through the story over again. It starts in the garden. You want something, and your wants will be the things that deceive you. And now your wants deceive. Watch this. I'm gonna say it slow. So are you ready? Your wants are the things that are used to deceive you. That's it. It deceives you.
Yeah.
It I wonder what the etymology of the word deceive is.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it deceives. I'm trying to say. I could say it deceives you from you. Okay, but
I get you.
But it actually deceives you. Like it actually, deveining shrimp is taking that out,
Taking
right?
it in,
Right.
yeah.
So I think deceive. I think sieve is a concept. Conceive, perceive, deception.
Yeah.
So if you deceive me, that means you took my vision up. You took my sight away.
Ouch.
Deception.
Yeah.
And so not conception, not inception, but your deception.
Yeah.
So now I deceive you.
Sis.
Hmm?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I've actually removed you
Yeah.
out of you.
Yeah.
But I can't do that. It's impossible to take you from you.
Oh, deceive.
Deceive. I deceive. Like you have you sieve in it. Like you gotta you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are a sieve. Like in this body.
You get it, right? And then but if I deceive you, then I've taken your vision of yourself away. I've taken your vision of your truth away. What you was to go?
I just wanted to back up what you're saying because it means exactly that. So sieve means to take, and then to ensnare, mislead. I can say
Wait,
overall.
sieve means to take?
Yes. Grasp. But then they have like the overall earliest definition on etymology is mislead by false appearance or statement. To ensnare, take in, cheat. D is from, so to take from. Sieve is take. D is from.
It's like I get dumber. I get dumber every time I learn.
Yeah, like it's super simple.
Love that statement.
It's like
Like it's super simple.
but it's super simple. Watch
Yeah.
this, because you receive. I've already received. I've already receive. I've retaken what I was already given.
Yeah.
So when you receive something, you have to take again what you are. Like I can't take something again unless I was already given it. So in the beginning, God gave it to me.
Yep.
He gave himself to me.
Yep.
So I had already taken it involuntarily. Like I didn't volunteer for the take. He gave it to me. That's forgive. That's forgiveness.
Yeah,
I never
bro.
put receive and deceive together.
God forgave us. That's why we can say that God forgave us before everything. And people, you're so stupid because you minimize the word forgiveness because you're breaking it down to your selfish wants and what you want to do and your little selfish action. But it's actually God forgave us. Forgiveness, forgiveness is not a response to wrongdoing. Forgiveness is in the beginning. God said, "Let us make man." He forgave us then.
Wow.
So you don't understand what forgiveness is.
I see it now.
You don't understand what forgiveness is because you think forgiveness. We've learned that forgiveness is a response to wrongdoing. Or we think forgiveness is asking, "I'm sorry." Or we think forgiveness is repenting. It has nothing to do with those things. All those things are cool, but forgiveness is God. For God so loved that He gave. So before God, right? Because before God loved us, so He gave His only begotten Son. That's forgiveness in John 3:16. There's forgiveness at the beginning when He said, "Let us make man," and He breathed in the man. That's forgiveness. He forgave it. He gave it to us before.
Y'all think about like the word original and like
Origin.
origin.
It's where it comes from, but we can't get it. So now here we go. God forgave us in the beginning.
I get it.
So what are the answers? If you are forgiven, what are we saying? What are we saying right now?
Mm-hmm.
What are we saying? Come on, what are we saying? Like if I now with that definition, if I say you're forgiven, what is that? That doesn't mean I pardon you from your well, I did pardon you from your sins, because what's sin? Like, it's the breakdown of the words. It's a missing the marks. I've actually pardoned you for missing the mark before you actually saw the mark. Like before there was a mark to miss. Before there was a mark to miss, I gave it to you.
Yeah.
So now what you think you receiving is really just taking back what you already took in the first place.
But that's the definition of receive every time.
So receive, all right, if receive means take, that means you already took it. And he deceives the deceiver. I'm trying to take away what you took. I'm trying to take away what you got already. You got it already.
Yeah.
But I'm deceiving you.
The thief.
He's a thief. Right? And the thief comes out to kill, steal, and destroy. Like it's the thief. And then when that script ain't talking about the devil, it's talking about just world concept, all the stuff around you. Right? The thief. And it says, watch this. Take no thought. Right? Like don't conceive those thoughts. That's why he said take. That's why. Oh God, can we go?
Let's go.
Can we go in? I know, right? But that means take no thought. Like don't. That's not what you was given. What I'm gonna eat, what I'm gonna drink, what I'm gonna wear. Let's go back to the garden. None of those things were the things that I gave you at first. Like the concerns for those things aren't the thoughts. I didn't tell you to think about those things.
So is it stealing?
It was somebody stealing from you.
But like, what is it? Because I'm almost thinking you really can't receive nothing that wasn't already given to you.
All right, so now you're a thief yourself.
Yeah, deception teaches you to take.
So now you're a thief yourself.
Bruh.
You're a thief yourself. You've become
a thief because you're taking stuff from other places that was never given to you to receive.
The thief that steals from you is you.
Yeah, the deception teaches you how to take.
The thief
and
is
the
you.
taking is deception.
You the thief.
And so we've been trying to take.
I know, Robbie. Yeah, but
I think what your face is making me do.
And so, like, we've been trying to take, what's rightfully ours again.
You the thief.
But it's like you ain't got to take it
because it's yours.
Because it's already yours.
There
So hold on. So watch this.
There he is. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Dude, what are we receiving?
So hold on.
No, because we're coming up with these list of things.
I'm about to mess
What are we doing?
So we have a take and a receive consciousness, and when taking is who we are.
Oh my God.
Deception is who we are already. But we it's out about it. We transactional. So now because we've been trained to be transactional, we feel like we gotta be moving to take something. You get it?
Yeah, I just keep
gotta
thinking
go get
about
something, right?
Yeah.
And so now I'm gonna end up taking thought. What I'm gonna eat, what I'm gonna drink, what I'm gonna wear. That's not my lifestyle. That's my life now. I'm gonna take all that. Now, that's my life. So he says, don't like. I didn't create you to think about those things. Those things. He said, all these things do the Gentiles seek. That means there's a system that created this thing. Y'all know right now there's a system that is created and it's created commerce. It created commerce and created them because if I get you to think you need it, then I can get you to worry about it, and I get you to about me and Quan were talking last night, texting late last night, voice message, whatever, and it was like, yo, like, and he said that he's like, yo, like we really all concerned and worried about a bunch of stuff that we didn't created. Like we're fixing problems that we made. There is no problem that exists that man didn't make, and it's only because we think we're smarter than God about who we are. Do you hear that statement? We think that we think that we are smarter than God about who we are. That's like going to the maker and telling him how to work what he made. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I just keep going back to like I can just picture the devil, Adam and Eve, and the devil is so mad and he hating on Adam and Eve because they made in the image, and so the devil is like, all right,
because I've seen you before.
Well, I'm about to make them like me. Like I'm gonna make them be independent from God. Because that's the only thing I can do right now. I can't beat him straight up. And so like he
can't beat you straight up neither.
Like he taught them how to be like him. And it just came to what we at in 2020 now.
You got dressed, you started blaming, you started complaining, you started pointing fingers, you started worrying and all this different stuff. That's where it all comes from. It's never your fault, it's them. It's always somebody else, or there's a reason for this. It's never realized, let me sit my tail down.
Like he taught us how to take.
He taught. Yep, that's it.
But the thing is, we're consistently taking. I just keep on. I don't want to say this again. Listen to me. You cannot receive. If receive is taking back something, it was already given to you. So you are in a constant flow of taking something, and we say we claiming it. How you claim something you stole? What are you doing, Jeremiah?
Bro,
what are we doing?
And then Jesus came in that mud.
Jeremiah right
You
now.
are in a state of stealing.
Jeremiah right now. What Jeremiah doing right now? He's not saying this. Is what I want to do right now. I know the podcast going on. So I'm still talking, right? And I'm going deeper into it. But I want to sit back and be like, and to me, it's like, okay, all right, we done. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I know we need to keep digging for the sake of people hearing it. And people, but it's like in my mind now, I'm like, every time we had these conversations, I start feeling stupider, right? Because of all the stuff that I adopted. It's like, why I didn't use this today? Like, why I didn't know this earlier? You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Right.
Like I wrote this, I tweeted this the earlier day, and it's funny. It says what we think is progress, we're really making smarter ways to be stupid. Yeah. It's like evolved stupidity or advanced stupidity. Yeah. Like you still stupid. Like you just you found a smarter way to be stupid. Yeah. So now you're so smart stupid that you don't even know you're stupid. Mm-hmm. Like you've dressed the stupid up. You put icing and sprinkles on the stupid, and you think that now it's no longer stupid. No, if you know we didn't put everything on the stupid, and no, you still stupid.
Yeah, they call they call it a better mousetrap.
Yeah, right. Right. That's it. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Man, bro, like the devil sunned us like at the beginning.
Bro, listen.
Like he darted us at the beginning.
With our stuff. With our lingo, like
he saw God like had children. He was like, oh, I'm gonna steal them. I'm gonna make them like me.
Right, and
that's exactly what he did, bro.
And the way he did it was he used you against you. Watch what he says.
Yeah.
He says you'll be just like you.
Yeah, what story that was when he said, you could be like the devil your father?
Oh,
no, don't say Abraham your father, and don't tell me Abraham your father. He said you of your father the devil.
He did.
You get it? Because
he wasn't lying.
Satan, get behind me. Why? Because I'll save us things that be take no thought. That's what you gonna eat, what you gonna drink, what you gonna put on. For all these things do the Gentiles seek, and they seek it, and they done made it so that you can seek it. But seek you
first.
It's raining outside right now? Okay.
Yeah. I got to. Mama text me talking about the weather. The weather bad out there. Be
careful. The weather bad. Be careful. Oh man, she loves you, man.
She do. Shout out to moms.
Shout out to moms.
For sure.
I'm a mama's boy.
Yeah, all day. I think I ain't trying to play. I didn't say all day, but it's true.
What?
Because it sounded like I was saying like all day you a mama's boy.
Oh no, I am. I don't feel no ways about it.
Hey, so I don't even want to get back into it right now. I do. But all I'm saying is he's taking away what you had already. Mm-hmm. So let me. Can we wrap this up real quick? Mm-hmm. So the idea is the search is what brings you to the truth. Mm-hmm. That's why I like Redin30. That's why I like Redin30, the actual reading. But then that's why I like these conversations because these conversations. First of all, we never come in assuming that we know something.
Right.
I've learned something every episode from all first 30 episodes. I've learned something every single one.
Definitely, me too.
Yep.
And I think that when you have these conversations, they're so loose, and we're not directing. We have a direction, but we don't know the direction. The path is much bigger and broader and clearer. You know what I'm saying? Than we knew, and then we start to find gems on the road.
Yeah,
the treasure, right? Like we start to find stuff. Just in the path we are talking, like I need to go back and listen to this because I realized that you're taking me away. You get it? You're taking everything on the outside of me is trying to take me to it. Right? Now watch this. Two sides. Ain't nobody left houses, lands, mothers or fathers, wives, children, lands and whatever for my sake in the gospel. For my sake in the gospel, right? Who won't receive 100-fold now in this time. So we're not talking about heaven.
Right.
We're talking about here. So now the shirts, the clothes on your back, right? They know you no longer have the need to go and buy them to be. You get it? because you are, now when you buy them, it becomes you. Not the other way around.
Yeah.
You get it? You don't put it on and it makes you special now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That sweater's special because you got it. You get it? You like right now, you take that sweatshirt off right now and it's just gonna do like this, lay on the sofa. You can put it up and make it do a shape of a person, whatever, but it has no life in it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But it's not until you feel it does it become useful and lifeful. Y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now on the flip side, the stuff is always there. The things are always there. The relationships, all that stuff is always there. But the key is my namesake, character, identity. And when you realize that, it turns this into 100-fold of this. You get it? Most people lack because they're still on the front side.
Right.
There's people with billions of dollars is lacking because they're still on the front side.
Yeah.
Because what is $1 billion if you can't get $1 billion worth of change? Take $1 billion and make change. Take $1 million and make change. See the play on words, right? Like how, you can't. So it doesn't matter what level of it, you can get that and not make change. Right? You're on the front side of it. 100-fold. What? Like 100-fold or something? That's crazy. If everybody did 100-fold, the world would change.
Right.
But there's a prerequisite.
Oh, and you gotta say it again.
If everybody did 100-fold?
If everybody individually for themselves, well, not like for themselves selfishly, like we've been talking about.
Yeah.
Ask for yourself.
Yeah, it changes.
Look out for yourself.
Change it.
Yeah.
It changes. The only reason you need the law is because people don't want to do that.
Yeah, our president's not going to,
Your president's not going to do it. Your educational system's not going to do it. All these different things, and Jesus talks about this very clearly if we're just getting them words and real words. None of it is going to do it. It's you. And if all of you do you, like I would, 5 of us in this room right now, like, yo, it's a challenge to us. Like if we all, and I think we're doing it, we're on our way to doing it, but we have to unleash it some more. If we did it like we should, 100-fold, everybody in the room 100-fold. What? And we working together and we have the nerve, we got the nerve to work together and not be in disagreement. We got the nerve to work together and then realize that we working, what are we talking about?
Ball game.
It's over with.
Blouses.
That's right. Game. Blouses.
This has been good. It's like, it's tough saying the same thing every time. Because at the end of every episode, we'd be like, this has been good.
It's been good.
But it'd be good every time.
So enlightening, man. What?
Yeah, there's something that I want to add. I don't know what that is yet, but I want to add it.
Should we keep it rolling for a little while?
Yeah.
I'll let it play.
Let me think about it for a second. Because I want to add something because I want to actually give away some money this week or whenever this podcast drops.
Okay.
But I want to leave a clue to where people have to find the clue in the podcast. So I don't know. I might just wait and watch it later and then find something in the middle. Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That's really dope.
Yeah.
Hey, so this is what y'all do. Text us if y'all trying to enter in on the giveaway.
Yeah.
We're gonna put the number on the screen. Text us. Say, yo, put me in the bucket. Put me in the box.
Yeah.
And then we'll text you out what clue we looking for. And then how much we giving? What y'all want to do? Come on with it.
Which you had something in mind already?
I was just gonna do like 100 or so.
All right, so I got 100 on it.
I got 100.
All right, so that's 300.
Yes.
300.
You know what? We'll make it.
I got 100 too.
All right, so that's 400. 400. 500. All right. 500 in the room.
Ooh, y'all better watch this episode.
Hey, yo.
That went up real quick.
Merry Christmas. Happy holiday. Merry Christmas. Hey, so
is this the Christmas? No, we look.
it'll be the week before Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, we gotta definitely find a good clue then.
They gotta be really good.
Yeah,
you
gotta be a
know?
really good clue.
Can't be too easy.
Right.
Everybody gonna be like,
Yeah, this one will be on the 21st.
Yeah, so it'll be right for Christmas.
Yeah, that'd
So
be good.
dope. So dope.
Merry
Yeah.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
for real.
Merry Christmas.
For real.
Is somebody cash out?
We can cash up the Redin30.
We sure we
And it
catch
can
up the
just
Red
sit in
30. So You know what I'm saying? Y'all text in the number. We're gonna I'll give you the number right now.
Yeah, break it down, Trell.
I'll put the number right here. Let's see. Y'all text us at Taisha and Roger, y'all already entered in just because y'all were the first to text us.
Yeah.
But 225-396-3788. Text us on that 225-396-3788. Text us. We get the messages. We hit y'all back. And then once we got everybody in, we get a deadline. Let's give a deadline. So this going on the 21st?
Yeah.
This going on the 21st, right? So it's going to be a quick deadline then.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to...
23rd, maybe?
Yeah, you need to text us by the 23rd.
Yeah.
You know, if you see this after the 23rd, sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Still text us.
You want to do 23rd or 24th? You want to do Christmas Eve? You want to do Christmas Eve?
Yeah, it's a Cash App, so...
Yeah, I mean...
I don't think we should put a day on it right now.
Well, they going to need a day because...
We just trying to get it on the recording.
Yeah, just so they have a deadline.
We could post about it, too.
Now, we just text them.
We just text them when they text back.
Yeah, no, we just text them with the what they need to look for, or whatever, and you know how long they got to text back.
We'll do that then. Okay, cool. Yeah, so just text us.
Okay,
when y'all hear this, realize there's $500 on the line.
Yeah, 500.
500. You heard 500. You know what I'm saying? So y'all text us. It's
gonna be dope.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
That's gonna be so fun.
You done?
What?
I ain't done, Trail.
That was tense.
I ain't done.
I don't know why that's so funny every time, bro.
Yo,
that's so funny every time, bro.
Dude's tone.
I was waiting for the kid to say something.
Oh my god!
I ain't done.
Oh my god!
That's what I was gonna do at first.
I really like these shoes.
I was gonna ask somebody like, "What do I say at the end of every episode?" But then they just go scroll to the end of every episode and see.
No. Yeah, we gotta make it in the middle.
Yeah, you gotta be in the middle so they can actually watch. I really want to know where that comes from. That I ain't done. I don't even know where it comes from. It comes from somewhere. I think it comes from somewhere.
Yo, check this out. Let me read one of the texts. Right, this is so cool.
All right,
it's Roger. I remember Roger now. I didn't know his name when he said it, but I remember Roger.
Okay,
Roger's a young dude. He's still a young dude now, but he's a little younger.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I said, what's up, bro? DM, appreciate you watching. I said, and reaching out, we hitting the second season run. He was just saying how much he found the channel, you know what I'm saying, during the end of the first season. He's been a fan ever since.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit him back. He said, no lies, don't stop either. For real, this is what the streets need.
Yeah.
And he goes on, he said, fun fact, we spoke before. I was such stepson at that time.
Mm-hmm.
I said, don't know y'all history, but you used to always come up to me to convince him to come, talking about who stepson he was, to church. He said, even when the mess fell on dead ears, sometimes you'll keep telling me to basically keep telling him the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
He said, even though him and my mom are divorced now, looking back, I fully commend you for the persistence because with us moving back to Mississippi, you did the same thing of getting me back in church, but this time through Redin30.
Hey.
That's crazy, right?
Redin30 church in the wild.
Redin30 church in the wild, church in the street, you heard me? I'm about to cry thug tip, bro. But
Redin30 for the streets.
Redin30 for the streets.
Hey.
We belong to the streets.
We for the streets.
We for the streets. We for the streets. The streets alone. Yeah, but that's cool. Redin30.
Nah, that's dope, bro.
That's dope.
That's really dope. I love hearing stuff like that too.
Yeah, bro, it's great, bro. It's great. It's great. Maybe keep going too.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Trell.
Shout out to yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, we do that thing. We do that thing. We like,
look at it. Look at him over there trying to be meek and lowly. Look at that trying to be meek and lowly.
Yeah, I do what I can.
I do what I can, you know. I did a little something.
Nah, y'all, this has been the Redin30 podcast.
I changed lies or whatever.
I change lies or whatever. I mean, you know, that's how Jesus be.
I be dropping gems.
Hey, Jesus be like, Lazarus got up or whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
I'm the resurrection or whatever.
Yeah. I'm gonna get up on the third day or whatever. I'm alive.
I'm alive. I'm the resurrection and the life. You hear me?
I'm back. Feel the holes in my
I'm
hand.
back like I never left. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished when I went into that tomb eternity.
Eternity was finished.
We have to do a YouTube series, dog. We have to. Like, little clips.
That's my favorite Easter warm-up song.
Bruh, hold up, wait a minute.
Every time I go out before Easter, I'm like, hold on,
wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. Shout out to me. Yo, this is the Redin30 podcast.
Meek.
The Meek.
I'm done.
No, the kid.
I ain't done yet. We gotta go, y'all. We gotta go.
Perfect.
Redin30, we out, y'all. We out.
Yeah.